children, where we stopped, we shall continue from there. Just follow the textbook. Prospero, who had enjoyed Ferdinand, this task merely as a trial of his love, was not at his books. Now, when we see this, he allowed Ferdinand and Miranda to be alone. So, he was just watching them, he was not at all with his books. He was invisible to the eyes of Ferdinand and Miranda. He was watching and hearing what these two were talking about. Here, he wanted to test the love of Ferdinand towards Miranda and how far Miranda was constant in her love towards Ferdinand. So, he has put a test for Ferdinand here. Now, you are able to recollect what I told you already. Ferdinand was made to do all this work by Prospero to test his constancy in his love towards his daughter. So, this test he must pass. So, he requested Miranda not to touch any of his laborious work, and he said, I will finish the work since your father has given me. So, here we find both exchange their deep love towards one another. Now, Ferdinand inquired her name, which she told, saying it was against her father's express command, and she did so. So, she said, since I told you my name, it was against my father's wish. My father did not like me to utter my name to you, but anyway, I am going against it and I am giving my name. So, both exchanged their complete compassion over each other, and then Ferdinand in a fine long speech told the innocent Miranda he was heir to the crown of Naples and that she should be his queen. Immediately, here Ferdinand reveals the truth that he was the heir of the king of Naples. Miranda is taken aback and he says, now if you marry me, you will be the princess for Naples. So, both agree and they were waiting, and here Prospero appears before them. Prospero then appeared before them. When they were talking, Prospero appeared before them. Fear nothing, my child. Now, Prospero is here, become very calm and cool, and he says, fear no, my child, fear nothing, my child, said he. I have overheard and approve all you have said, and Ferdinand, if I have too severely used you, I will make you rich amends by giving you my daughter. All your vexations were but trials of your love, and you have nobly stood the test. Then as my gift, take my daughter. Here, Prospero is just admiring Ferdinand's strong love towards his daughter. He said, I have put you this test because I wanted to test you. In spite of all your worries and mourning, you were able to pass my test. Now I am willing to give my daughter to you. He agrees to give Miranda to Ferdinand. He was very happy and both were united. Afterwards, Prospero calls Ariel, the spirit, and he asks both the king of Naples and his brother to be brought before him. Here he finds Ariel says that they are in one place and I will bring them before you. So he summons them and he calls them. He appears. So he wants to do some mischief for these two people, Antonio and Prospero's brother Antonio and the king of Naples. He just sets before him a table full of delicious food. As soon as they go and take that food, the table, the full meal will disappear. So they were very hungry, famished. The word famished is used. So you have to understand they were terribly hungry. So when it was laid before them, they went to take, the table disappeared. These are the magical powers by Ariel. So immediately he did this, and finally he said that Prospero wanted to meet them. Prospero did not reveal himself to these two people. Antonio and the king of Naples, along with Gonzalo, the good minister of Prospero, accompanied Ariel to that place, and they were able to see Prospero. Now they could not recognize Prospero anymore. So Antonio was in complete confusion. When Prospero introduced himself that he was his brother, he was taken aback. Antonio asked for forgiveness and Prospero forgave him, and finally his dukedom was restored to Prospero. And here the king of Naples is introduced and he says that I am willing to take your daughter as my princess of the kingdom. So both get married and they are settled and they move away from the place. The ship is already there, the crew were there, and they were not at all hurt by Ariel, and they all set sail to back to their kingdom. And here before he leaves the island, Prospero releases all the spirit that were under him. So Ariel was the first person who was rejoicing over his release, and they bade them farewell. Now you are able to understand the story clearly, children. You have to follow all this and you have to refer. We have no short questions here, but we have to rearrange the sentences, that is according to the examination pattern. You have a paragraph answer where you have to develop they will give the hints, the outline hints will be given and you have to develop the hints. That is the story, and afterwards you will be allowed to rearrange the sentences that will be taken from any paragraph. You have to read that properly and rearrange them according to the numbers. Now we will see the exercise what is given at the back. Now we go on here. The first one, choose the correct answer. Dash was the chief of all spirits. Now you tick there Ariel. Ariel was the chief of all spirits. Now the next one is Dash raised a dreadful storm. Here the option is Prospero. Miranda was brought to the island years ago. It was for 12 years. It was not 14, 12 years ago. Prospero ordered Ariel to bring Ferdinand to his place. Dash had provided Prospero formerly with books and provisions. That was Gonzalo, his minister. The second human being that Miranda saw on the island was Ferdinand. Don't make a mistake here. Miranda saw the second human being as Ferdinand in the island. The first human being was Prospero, her father, and the second one was Ferdinand, the human being. Identify the character or speaker. Now take your pencil and mark the character and speaker here. He imprisoned the spirits in the bodies of large trees. You have the spelling there, Sycorax. The witch has imprisoned the spirits. So here you have to write Sycorax. The second one, he was the chief of all spirits. You have to write Ariel. It seems to me like the recollection of dream. Miranda to Prospero. So Miranda is speaking these lines to her father Prospero. I was Duke of Milan and you were princess. Prospero to Miranda. Now he is narrating the story to Miranda. So this line occurs there. I was the Duke of Milan and you were the princess. Prospero is talking to Miranda. What a trouble must I have been to you then. Miranda talks to her father Prospero. Now pray tell me, sir, your reason for raising the sea storm. Miranda to Prospero. I will soon move you. Ariel to Ferdinand. I will tie your neck and feet together. Prospero to Ferdinand. I must finish my task before I take my rest. Ferdinand to Miranda. He repented and implored his brother's forgiveness. Antonio to Prospero. Now we need not go in detail about the short questions. We don't have short questions connected to the supplementary. Be very clear. We need not go in detail about the short questions that is given in the book in 1 or 2 sentences. We have to avoid that and we have to go to the detailed character of sketch, that character sketch of Prospero, and this is the detailed answer you are writing for the English paper 2, that is a general paper that will be connected along with the English paper 1, and so you have to prepare this character sketch of Prospero. Now we are going to see, this is one important topic we are going to do, rearrange the following sentences in coherent order. We have to put that in order. First, the thing I would like to give is a clue. You have to read all the sentences. First thing, you have to go through the book first. You have to identify the sentences correctly and place them in correct order. Don't make a mistake. If you make a mistake, 1 mark will be deducted. So you have to take the 5 marks fully. 5 sentences will be given where you have to arrange it in coherent order. Now we see the first thing. He ordered Ariel to torment the inmates of the ship. That is the 4th one. Miranda was attracted by Ferdinand and had more concern towards him. That is the 7th one. Prospero and Miranda came to an island and lived. Now you have to spot out, this is the first sentence you are going to write. Prospero forgave them and restored them his dukedom, Milan. That is 10th sentence. Finally the story ends. That is the 10th sentence. Now Prospero forgave them and restored his dukedom, Milan, is 10th sentence. He raised a violent storm in the sea to wreck the ship of his enemies. That becomes the 3rd sentence. Prospero wanted to test Ferdinand and gave a severe task to perform. 8th. Using his powers, Prospero released the good spirits from large bodies of trees. 2. That is the second sentence. The king of Naples and Antonio, the false brother, repented the injustice they had done to Prospero. That is the ninth one. Ariel was instructed to bring Ferdinand, the prince of Naples, to escape. Fifth one. Ferdinand was the second human whom Miranda had seen after her father. That becomes the sixth one. You should not write the numbers against the sentence. You have to take the sentence and arrange them in order and place them in your paper. So, I finished the supplementary, children, here. Now, you take the first lessons what I left yesterday, that is questions beginning with WH words in voice. Now, we will see what can be done with the WH questions related to voice. Now, I rub the board. Follow the rules of this. Page number is 15. Yesterday, we finished up to questions beginning with auxiliary verbs. Now, we are going to see WH questions, how that can be converted into active and passive voice. Now, we have to follow the rules according to this voice. Questions beginning with WH words. You know what are the WH words here? Voice. Who will accept this? Now, if such sentence with the question is given, you are introduced with WH. You will not be able to understand what should be done with this. Now, we have to follow the rules. When you get who, you have to introduce, this is an active voice. Now, you have to introduce by. See, in ordinary sentences, when you convert the sentences into passive voice, you get by in the middle of the statements. Here, when you have who as the question here, you have to introduce by here for passive voice. Then that who will change into by whom will this be accepted. This becomes the passive voice retained as a question. This cannot be changed into ordinary statement, children. The same question must be retained in passive voice as the question. So, the clue is by whom. For who you are writing by whom, this is passive voice. By whom will this be accepted becomes the passive voice. This is one example related to WH question. Next one we have when. When will you finish the building? Now, you know very well this is in active voice. So, when you convert this into passive voice, you have to write, you cannot introduce by here, only for who you should take by and who becomes whom. When you have when here, you cannot write by when. So, that becomes wrong. So, bear this in mind, the rule must be when. As we introduce, we have to introduce when. Will the building. See, I bring the object here. When will the building be finished by you? See how I have introduced by here. Understand the statement and don't do anything wrong and don't violate the rules. Only for who you should introduce by before whom. This is passive voice. Only for who, repeatedly I am telling you, only for who you should use by before whom. This is in passive voice. For when you should never use by. Remember the rule. So, you have to start with when. the same question statement will be retained as questioned in passive voice. You should never change this into ordinary statement. So, when will the building, I brought the building here, be finished by you? So, you must follow that by is introduced in the middle of the sentence. Put a question mark here and this becomes the passive voice. Understand the rules, because when you start with WH questions, there are rules to be followed. When you have the statements that can be followed, you can follow it very easily, but for the statements you have to be very sure what rules you have to apply for the voice. Now we go on to the next one, how. Shall I rub the board? Take it down, and next question is how. Now we are going to deal about, I taught you WHO, WHEN, now we have how. How did they do this? You know very well, this is a question and it comes under the category of active voice. Now how? Even for how you should not introduce by. So you have to write how did. First I give the clue. For did you have to write was. When this is converted into passive voice, remember always did is past tense and was must be introduced. How was this? See how I have taken this. Again you have to write done by them. I hope you understand very clearly. See the statement here. The question statement how. How did they do this? That is in passive active voice. When you convert this into passive voice, you can easily find out how this should be done. So, I introduced WHO before by only for one statement, question statement. Now, how is retained and when is retained as it is? How did, I did not use did. How was, I brought the object this. How was this? Do becomes done by them. So, this is passive voice. See the rules, apply the rules. Whatever I teach on the board, take it in your book and apply the rules. Unless you apply the rules, you cannot do voices easily. Have you understood, children? So, I taught you three statements, question statements, who, when, how. Remember the rules and follow the rules. Now we go on to the next. Change the following into passive voice. Take your book in your hand and take a pencil or a pen and we are going to do. Please call him at once. Now the request is please. You know very well, please come inside. Please go away. Please leave me. These are all the words. When you change it, it becomes a request. So, you have to change that into a request passive voice. Please call him at once. So, you have to write please instead of please in passive voice. When you change it, request him to be called. Such hard sentences, difficult sentences will not be given. This is only an exercise. We go through the exercise and afterwards we will revise. Request him to be called. To be called. Request him to be called. To be called is the passive voice. How did you cross the river? Now I taught you how. How did they do this? The same sentence statement is question statement is repeated here. Now you have to follow the rule. How was the river crossed by you? Always refer the examples, children. See the example what I have given and you can do the statements very clearly. Now when you convert this into passive voice, you can very well understand how did you cross the river, how was the river crossed by you. That is the answer for passive voice. No one is borrowing the novels from the library. So here it is an ordinary statement where you have to convert it into a passive voice. Now the novels from library are not being borrowed by anyone. So borrowing becomes a present continuous tense, so here you have to say or borrowed.